Linton. One loss between these two guys, each looking to move up.
Former amateur champ Emmett Linton is undefeated at 17-0, but many believe his best is yet to come. This stylish 22-year-old lefty sailed through his early opponents like Frank Newton. He showed skills and he showed power. Bruce Pearson knows about his power. Emmett has been forced to go the distance in 4 of his last 5 wins. And there have been some rough spots, but tonight he says he's ready and he better be, because Lonnie Beasley may have a say in the matter. Lonnie is a 28-year-old veteran whose time is now to prove himself, and this self-assured Detroit native believes he can do it. He showed his mettle in a tough match in a win over Tony Marshall here on ESPN. Viewers saw Lonnie struggle a bit, but they also saw him shine. He says he'll shine tonight, and he'll get a career-making win against Emmett Linton.
So, an interesting matchup. Linton and Beasley, just one loss between them, and that one loss, incidentally, very forgivable. It came way back in 1987 before a 4-year layoff. Let's get to it. To tell us about it, here's Michael Buffett.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to Casino Magic here in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, where tonight Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated, in association with the undisputed, undefeated king of beers, Budweiser, proud to be your bud, present professional boxing on ESPN. All the bouts tonight are sanctioned by the Mississippi State Athletic Commission. Let's get things started, ladies and gentlemen, with a 10-round bout. This is in the super welterweight division. The referee for this contest is Chester Como. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with gold trim, weighing in at 153 1/4 pounds. He comes to us tonight from the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan, with a professional record of 18 victories and 5 KOs, only 1 defeat with 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, Lonnie Honeybee Beasley. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the white trunks with green and gold trim. He weighs in at 155 1/2 pounds. From Tacoma, Washington, he's undefeated with a record of 17-0, 8 by KO. Introducing Emmett Laser Linton.
All right, then, let's take a look at the rules here in the state of Mississippi. Yes, they do have them.
They do indeed. A 3 knockdown rule is in effect, standing 8 count. 3 judges will score. The referee doesn't figure into it. 10 points for the winner, 9 the loser or less. The referee can stop the bout, and the fighter can only be saved by the bell in the last round. And I guess they're getting to the stare down, huh?
Excellent stare down.
Yes.
If that's any indication of how this fight is going to go, might have some fun. There's a look at Emmett Linton. We have seen him several times here on Top Rank Boxing. Only the second time that we've seen Lonnie Beasley. First time in a winning effort against Tony Marshall. Linton in the white trunks, Beasley in the black trunks. Two guys with very similar styles. Linton, of course, a left-hander.
They are both pretty much the absolute definition of boxer-puncher.
With the emphasis on the former, really.
Yeah.
Nice little uppercut inside by Beasley. Beasley, a quick starter. He needs to keep it together for the full 10.
Both men have beaten Tony Marshall. And both did so in the manner that you usually beat Tony Marshall if you do, and that is the rough road. Both won decisions, but both had problems with it.
Beasley looking to counterpunch early in this fight.
Trying to throw the left hook is Beasley. Now, he's fought 3 southpaws before. One of them a loss to Oscar Pena. A loss to him. But he didn't think the left-handed style would give him that much trouble.
Interesting guy. We talked about the fact that he started as a professional back in 1985. Fought 3 fights, then took a couple of years off. Fought 4 more fights in 1987, and then he joined the Army for 4 years. And he was down at Fort Hood, Texas, with all the fighters that Kenny Adams, our pal, worked with. McKinney and Cook and who else?
Mercer wasn't done, I don't think. Yeah, the problem is he couldn't box because he'd already been a professional, and he couldn't go back and be an amateur.
And as they say on the NASCAR circuit, he blowed up. He weighed about 200 pounds, actually.
He blowed up real good.
Blowed up real good. Nice combination by Beasley inside.
He is being more aggressive in this first round, trying to figure out, see if he can push Linton backwards. Linton wants to use the jab. He used it right there. He said, I would use the jab better than I ever have before. And that's an important weapon for him. Very small ring here tonight.
Does that favor either one of these guys, you feel?
Not in this fight, no, it really doesn't. In our main event, I would think it might help Iran Barkley a little bit because Washington is going to want to move on him.
Both these guys showing a pretty healthy respect for the jabbing ability of the other. Really little to choose in this first round. Beasley perhaps did a little bit more. End of one, and we'll be back.
It was indeed Lonnie Beasley doing, I think, being more aggressive, looking very much, Barry, to get the left hook into the body and the head, but lunging with it. He knows what to do here, though. He understands what he wants to do against the southpaw, and it's the right thing. It's just a question of whether he can execute it, and of course, Emmett Linton will do his best to prevent that.
Let's take a look at the numbers in the first round, and you can see Beasley a little bit more active. That is consistent with what Lonnie Beasley has done in his career, but very comparable.
And you made the point that early rounds are usually very kind to him. When his fights go on, sometimes he has some trouble.
He does, however, seem to be pacing himself better in this fight. I realize this fight is only 3 minutes old, but that was much ado about nothing right there.
That's not the kind of exchange, though, that Emmett Linton really wants, and he didn't look as sharp in that exchange as you would normally expect him to look. This is one of those bouts that either because both men are so evenly matched, it'll be very interesting, or because Linton is a lefty and because they don't punch very well, it could not be.
Nice counter right to the body from Lonnie Beasley.
Beasley, of course, managed by Jackie Callan, who also manages James Toney, the super middleweight and former middleweight champion.
That was an interesting story, too. He sought Jackie out at a fight up at the Palace in Detroit. He used a pass that he happened to have from a fight of his own a little bit earlier, not on that night, just to get down to the place that Jackie was. Gave her a tape of himself. She went home, took a look at it, and they've been together now since he returned to boxing as a pro back in 1991.
The way you get things done in this world, you go after it. Beasley is getting this left hook in a little bit more in this round. There it is. He's doing it over the jab of Linton.
Beasley fighting an intelligent fighter, at least coming into this fight with a game plan. Good left hand from Linton.
Emmett Linton is looking to counter and not doing as well at it as he'd like. And the Linton jab, which he thought was going to be so effective, has not been so far. So Emmett Linton having trouble getting that punch in.
Coming to the end of round number 2, and